Hi, this is Paul. I'm coming back with another video. This is TTM episode number 4. Let's get started. And probably this is maybe the most saddest one return. I got back a 2 of 3 from Mr. Ed Kranepool, who passed away a couple weeks ago. It's a shame Mr. Kranepool isn't alive to see what the Mets are doing right now. But he signed 2 of 3. This is what they call a TCMA card. I actually got this in a trade from the hot corner Mike Schmidt. Now it took a while to get back, so I'm assuming, because I looked at the autograph, it's his autograph, so I just take it that he signed it and just had mailed it out, and then he passed away. Sometimes these older players have a system. They'll do one at a time, or they'll just sign them all, and I don't know. But I'm gonna take it that it's a real autograph. That his family didn't just go sign it, and send it back. Now, this is the backstory on this. My mother-in-law passed away in 2020. Was a big Mets fan, and she had left some stuff behind when she passed away. More sentimental stuff. She had left the 1970 Mets yearbook, and she had the original daily newspaper from the day after the Mets cleaned. Oh, it was that night, because in New York, the Daily News, and shout out to TTM Mike, he can attest. But they did what they call a night owl edition. It was a next day's paper, but it came out like 11 o'clock the night before, and she actually waited online at, they called them candy stores up in New York. They were luncheonettes. They sold the newspaper, and if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. And she waited in line to get that paper, and we had the paper. And in a future video, I'm going to show you how I made use of that paper as far as TTM fuel. Okay, so, but she went to 2 of the World Series games. She went to World Series Game 3 and Game 5. Now, and she left the 2 ticket stubs. Now, the Game 5, I already got him signed before I was doing content by Mr. Al Weiss. He had a 7th inning home run in Game 5, and he signed both ticket stubs and he inscribed them. Then Game 3, Ed Kranepool hit a key 3-run homer. Now, here are the 2 ticket stubs. Okay, and this is coming bad on me because I sent him 3 items of $20, and he was 10 for her. And at the time, I figured, well, you know what, maybe, and it's, again, my fault, and I'm not a cheapskate by any means in the matter, but I figured if he saw those Met ticket stubs, and I kind of put in a letter, they were my mother-in-law's, and I figured maybe he would just sign them both and the card, and he'd let me off, but he didn't, which is fine. Again, my fault. I should have just thrown in, made it $30. But this is the ticket stub he signed. He didn't inscribe it. He didn't need. I asked him to, but that's fine. And back then, there was no technology. Today, they scan the ticket, so you don't even need a ticket. So that's why there's only half a Met logo there. That's what they did. They tore the ticket stub. So this is the first one, and this is the one he didn't sign. And I won't be getting it signed, and I'm going to tell you the story, because technically they were my wife's, but she gives me all her memorabilia. She's a big Buccaneers fan, and she gives it to me to kind of be the caretaker of it. But I wanted to kind of honor my mother-in-law's memory and surprise my wife. So I sent off the ticket stubs, and about 10 days later, I get the news that Mr. Kranepool passed away. So if you've been married, and I've been married for quite a bit of time, and everybody that's been married has been in the doghouse with their wife, and by any stretch of the means, it's just, you could call it a minor infraction, but it's not, because she would ask me after Ed Kranepool died, and I told her what I did. She said, "How could you do that?" I said, "Well, I was just trying to maybe do the right thing, honor your mother's memory by getting the ticket stub signed." But she goes, "You better get those ticket stubs back." I said, "Well, let's see what happens. If I gotta maybe contact Jay Horowitz, he's the Mets, the president of Alumni Affairs. Maybe he can get a hold of the family." But I got the ticket stubs back. One was signed, but nevertheless, I'm out of my wife's doghouse. So, but I will never. She told me do not send this out to anybody. So the second one will remain signed in the binder and remain unsigned in the binder, and kind of keep the peace in the family. So that's the story on that. So, and I know I conversed with a couple of you over email, and but I got the ticket stubs back. I'm out of the doghouse with my wife, and that's what matters. She wasn't going to divorce me over it, but still, every husband has kind of, got their wives upset, whether it's just leaving dirty dishes in the sink or leaving dirty clothes laying around or not mowing the lawn or just anything. But I'm out of my wife's doghouse, and that's the main thing. So, and then we got the 2 from Eric Hetzel, 90 Fleer, and a 90 Upper Deck. Shout out to this guy. He's collecting 90 Upper Decks. Then we got a 2 of 2 from Wade Taylor, who just started signing. We got a 91 Donruss the Rookies. And we got a 91 Score Traded. And last but not least, this gentleman, it's weird. It's three different Hall of Fames. Lenny Wilkins. A lot of you send the money. Some of you won't, and he would just send you back the stuff signed. I was fortunate because he sent me back a 2 of 2. He signed us 90 hoops, which I got from this guy in a trade. And the other thing I got from this guy in a trade is this Lenny Wilkins custom. And I didn't ask for the inscriptions. I just sent it out, and he inscribed it with his 3 different Hall of Fames. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame, NBA Hall of Fame as a player, as a coach, and I believe he's in NCAA Hall of Fame. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but signed it very nicely with inscription. So thanks for this guy for the fuel. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and everybody, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.